shouldn't smoke that. It might stunt your growth.
All right, you got it. Go ahead, smoke it.
Nah, I'm saving it for after dinner.
Dinner? You mean you got a place for a handout?
Sure, over at the Friendly.
A friendly what?
Ain't you ever heard of the Friendly Mission? You sure can get some swell soup there, and no questions asked.
Yeah? Well, what are we waiting for?
Come on, pal. Well, there it is.
Ain't it pretty? Just like I told you. Gorgeous. And the guy who runs it is a soft touch. Yeah? Wouldst thou partake? Wouldst? See the guy handing out the soup?
Yeah.
He's the guy who runs the joint.
I'll give you a personal introduction.
Gee. Oh, incidentally, buddy, where you from? From? Oh, I'm a transient.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good evening. I see you brought a needy friend with you tonight.
Yeah, he's a
pedestrian from Pittsburgh. You're very welcome, my friend. Here you will find food for your body, as well as comfort for your troubled mind.
Yeah, but could I have some soup?
Of course, my friend. What happened to your hand?
Oh, that's nothing. I just hurt it a little bit.
Oh, just the same, you better take care of it. Miss Melbourne, here's a patient for you.
Yeah, but what about the soup?
Never mind, there's plenty of soup here.
I'll just change your bandage for you.
Yeah, but I...
Oh, it'll keep.
Oh, you're in good hands.
Make it cold.
Take a bowl of that soup if you don't mind.
Certainly.
Just be seated.
I'll take it off. Gee, the guy that runs this place sure is one swell guy.
Yes, he is.
Most places you go to, all they want to do is save your soul.
Mr. Wagner realizes a man can get awfully hungry just doing nothing.
You bet he can.
Have another bowl?
No, thanks.
Then what about a smoke? A nice cigar.
Thanks.
Come on, my friend. Follow me. Help yourself.
Thanks. Real Havana.
I hope you enjoy it. Fingers?
Fingers. I'm sorry, mister. You must think I'm somebody else.
Oh, no, I don't. I have known you and your work for a long time.
I tell you, you've got me pegged wrong. You got your wires crossed.
I don't think so. Don't worry. I'm your friend. Step into my private office. I want to show you something very interesting. What about this?
Hey, that's me. What are you doing with this?
Never mind. So you are Fingers Dolan.
All right, so you know me. What's the gimmick?
It must have been very hard on you to be inactive for such a long time. But that is all in the past. I have great plans for you.
Yes, Carl.
Hello, Doc. Send Mr. Stratton up immediately when he arrives. Yes. Sit down.
Hi, Doc.
The boss is waiting for you, Stratton. Did you bring my package? Where is it?
No, I forgot to pick it up.
But you promised me. I gotta have it.
Oh, lay off, you rum-dum. Here it is.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Thanks, Stratton.
Thanks for what? That stuff is slow to death.
No, it isn't. I'm a doctor. I know.
Doctor, my eye. I wouldn't let you treat a good case of dandruff.
When you see Mr. Stratton, I'm sure many things will become clear to you.
Fingers Dolan. Trigger, I thought you were still doing time. Glad to see you, son. What are you doing here?
Mr. Stratton works for me.
You see, I like to bring old friends together.
Stratton, huh? Got a new moniker.
There is more than a new name in it for you if you join our little partnership.
Look, you birds. I know I'm not as quick as I used to be.
But these are still quick, aren't they?
Sure. Are we going to crack a box tonight?
Mr. Stratton, don't be so crude.
You mean you lay out a job, case the place, and I tune the dial?
The language is rather picturesque, but the meaning is perfect.
And there's nobody like Carl for his end of the job. How do you like that? A flop house for a blind. Well, you guys had me coming and going. That's got it.
Good work, Fingers.
For a minute, I thought I lost the magic touch.
It's okay. Fingers, it's his job. Now it's your turn, Stratton.
Fingers?
You heard what I said.
But he's a valuable man.
He was a valuable man.
Hey, are you guys kidding with that talk or what?
Do your job, Stratton.
But
Turn
Carl,
off your nerve. Go ahead. Please, please don't kill me. Give me a chance. I only did as you asked me to. I can tell you.
coffee, Doc.
How did it go? Did you have any trouble?
No trouble at all. Everything was perfect.
You act like there's something bothering you. Didn't you get a big haul?
I told you everything was perfect. We got a swell haul.
I still say there's something bothering you. Is it that new man, Fingers?
No. Fingers won't bother anybody anymore.
You mean to say he got rid of him without letting me have the body? He can't do that to me. He promised me.
It seems he can do anything he pleases.
Didn't you get a big enough cut from this last job?
I'm not griping about the cut. You know, Doc, that Fingers was a good man. What's to stop him from getting rid of us in the same way?
Carl wouldn't do that. He's our friend.
Maybe your friend. Me, I'm getting fed up.
You know, it ain't healthy to talk like that.
I don't scare so easy. Some of these days I'm going to tail him and see what he does during the day.
A couple of men tried that before you, and now they're buried.
Come with your breakfast, little boy. Come on. Now say good morning to Mommy.
Good morning.
Come on, say good morning.
How about feeding your hungry husband?
Certainly, darling. And I have a surprise for you this morning.
And I have a surprise for you, too.
You finished your book? Oh, another present.
To remind you of my love.
Oh. They are beautiful.
Just like you, my dear.
But they must have cost an awful lot.
Nothing is too good for you, my darling.
How can you afford to give me such expensive gifts and so often?
To what better use could I put the money from my writing?
You should save your money. It's not jewels I want. It's you, your companionship. Frederick, I get so lonesome at times. Why do you have to stay away from me night after night? How much longer are we going on like this?
Not long, my dear. Research for my new book will be finished soon, and then we go far away from here.
Good morning, Miss Pierce. Good morning.
Good morning.
There's nothing more invigorating than a nice, cool drink of fresh mountain spring water.
Mr. Atlas, every morning for 3 years you start out with the same stimulating conversation. Sometimes I think I'll scream.
This series of robberies is definitely the work of a homicidal maniac. Leaving the body of an accomplice on each job proves that. Some of you uniform men are up for promotion. It's up to you to earn it. As far as the plainclothes men are concerned, they better be on their toes, or they'll find themselves back in uniform. That's all.
Mac was sure letting off steam, wasn't he?
You ever see an Irish lunatic? Oh, I'm going to be missing all this soon.
Say, you start drawing that pension next month, don't you?
Yep. I kind of hate to retire, but of course it'll be nice being home without those kids yelling cheese at the cat.
Kids. How I love them. You know, Mark, someday I'm going to have a dozen.
Yeah? Well, you know you have to get married first, don't you?
I am if I ever get that promotion.
You will, son. You'll be a detective before you know it.
When that happens, I'm going to buy a little place in the country just like yours. Work in the garden.
Yeah? Well, you know, you've no idea how being a detective will help to catch them gophers. Be seeing you, Peter.
So long, Mark. The study of abnormal psychology recognizes paranoia as one of the most dangerous types of insanity.
Perhaps Mr. Dennison can inform the class why paranoia is so dangerous.
Well, the patient suffers from delusions of grandeur. He thinks he's very important, way above those around him. He has a superiority complex.
Is that all?
No, it's also coupled with a persecution mania, caused by an intense feeling that everyone's against him.
So far, you're correct. But you haven't explained why such cases are dangerous.
Well, I guess it's because he acts logically. If you didn't study him, you wouldn't know he was maladjusted. And he doesn't hesitate to use force to assert his personality. This leads to an antisocial conduct.
Then, Mr. Dennison, I take it you imply they might even enjoy a life of crime?
Pete, how about a nice corned beef sandwich?
Well, that's a deal, but this time the treat's on me. Goldberg's?
Goldberg's it is. With that hood's Frankie Mills. Don't mind me, Pete. Get after him. He's your promotion.
Hello, this is Sergeant Crawford. Give me Captain Mitchell right away.
Come in.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wagner. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Oh, you never disturb me. What is it, Judy?
Well, I thought I'd consult you before ordering the supplies.
If we need them, get them regardless of cost. Those unfortunate souls depend upon us. We must not fail them.
I thought you'd see it that way. I'll attend to it at once. You'd better let me take care of that for you.
I can take care of it.
It might become infected. Let me clean and bandage it for you. Oh, don't worry. I won't hurt you. Right this way. Come on. Now, if you'll just sit down here, I'll fix you up right away. How did this happen?
The guy sliced me with a knife. He tried to take my dough.
That's too bad. This will sting just a little bit. There, that didn't hurt much, did it?
It don't hurt at all, lady.
Very well. Let me know when he gets here.
There. There's some nice hot soup out there. That is, if you care for any.
Thanks. Bill, you and Joe take a look in the pool hall.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Keep your mouth shut.
Well, if it isn't Frankie Mills.
It's too bad you recognize me, mister.
What's the matter? Are the police after you?
Yeah. And you better not do anything to upset this baby.
Don't worry. I will not betray you. Yes? Who is there?
Police, open up.
Just a moment, please. You're safe inside here. Good evening, Sergeant.
You make a habit of keeping this door locked?
Oh, just a precaution. You see, otherwise my guests would be all over the place. Is there something wrong?
Yes, there's a dangerous killer loose somewhere in the neighborhood.
Really?
We've got orders to search all these Bowery places.
I'd be glad to show you around.
What's up there?
Just a dormitory.
A couple of you boys see what you can find upstairs.
Is there anything wrong?
Yes, the police is looking for someone and thought he might be hiding here.
He's a young fellow by the name of Frankie Mills. About 23 years old, medium height and dark hair. Baby face.
Why, a man of that description was here a few minutes ago.
He was?
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I bandaged his injured wrist.
Where did he go?
Well, if he isn't out there, I guess he must have gone.
Thank you. No sign of him up there. You folks keep your eyes open. If you see him again, notify police headquarters immediately.
Certainly. I'd be happy to cooperate with the police.
All right, boys.
Hello? Yes, Mother. But I can't leave now. Well, all right. I'll be home in about an hour.
You can relax now. Your friends are gone.
Who are you? What are you soft-soaping me for?
Because I have a proposition that I think you will like.
Let's hear it. What do you do? Make this stuff?
No. This represents the difference between my intelligence and the dull minds of my fellow men.
What gives with that?
Just my house phone. Hello? Tell him to wait. I'll be right down. How would you like to join my organization?
Sure. Why not?
My associate is downstairs. I want you to meet him.